back to A Moment with Amesha. Thank you all for stopping by again. If you are a new visitor to this channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also click that bell notification icon so that you can keep up with me and don't miss A Moment with Amesha. Alright guys, so we're going to jump right on into this video. I'm sure a lot of you are excited to see me back with another relationship series video. And so the title of this video is, why is he ghosting me? This doesn't really necessarily pertain to our married folk, hopefully not, prayerfully not, that your spouse isn't ghosting you, but more so for our dating sisters and brothers out there. Why is he ghosting me? This is more so pertaining to our ladies. But guys, if you've seen something or hear something in this video that applies to something you're experiencing with a female, then you know it can work for you as well. Ghosting. What is ghosting, first of all? So basically it just means when someone suddenly disappears on you. You know, you met up, you went on a few dates, you had conversations with each other, and then all of a sudden they just suddenly disappear, like just totally ghost you. So that's what we're talking about, and we're trying to figure out, why is this happening? So I myself have two reasons why this could be happening. Number one is this guy is just totally not interested in you. I mean, why else would a guy just disappear on you? It's because he's not interested. I mean, and it could be for a variety of reasons. It doesn't necessarily have to be because of something about you. It could just be, it could be anything. But most importantly, it's just that he's just not interested. Maybe you're not the one for him. You know, us ladies, we like to, you know, have the big head and think that we're just the perfect girl for every, you know, any and every guy that comes our way. And that's just, you know, realistically, it's just not true. So yeah, so maybe you're just not it for him. However, I feel like it's an immature way out for a guy to just ghost you. I feel like it's important for a guy to just be upfront with you and say, hey, you know what, I think you're a great person, but you're not the one for me. Don't just leave you hanging out there. But I know how that feels, so I mean, that could be a reason. So that's the first reason. The other reason could be is that he's interested, but he has internal struggles that he's dealing with. For instance, so he's interested, but maybe financially he's not where he wants to be. So it has nothing to do with you, but maybe he's like, you know what, this girl is a really great girl. I want to be the man that she needs me to be for her, but I'm just not in a place to move forward, as in, you know, marriage, then kids, whatever. Maybe he just feels like I'm just not it, or maybe it's some other insecurity that he has about himself. So we can't always be so quick to jump to the conclusion that it's us necessarily. It could be something that this guy is dealing with. So that is something to think about. However, if that is the issue there, if that happens to be the issue there, is where, you know, where he's dealing with something internally, it's not an excuse for a guy to just ghost you. So I'm not making any excuse or justification for that. It's still wrong. I feel like it's very immature. So, you know, because he could pretty much have a conversation with you and say, you know what, you're a great girl, but there's something that I need to figure out on my own, or there's something I'm dealing with and I want to, you know, be in a place to be a better man to you. And if that's the case, and if you're okay with, or if he's okay with your expression towards him, as in, you know, saying, hey, let's grow together, let's get this together, we don't have to end the relationship just because you're not where you need to be, then, you know, the relationship can move on if he's okay with you being okay that he's not where he wants to be. However, if he's telling you, you know what, no, I'm just not ready for this relationship, ladies, just know that if a man has to tell you twice, don't let a man have to tell you twice that he's not interested. So if he's showing you by his actions, he's not returning your calls, you know, you all have just cut, the communication line has just completely ceased or disappeared. So that pretty much means he's not interested. And if he's telling you he's not interested, believe him. Don't go chasing him. Like I wrote a note here, look into the why, but don't chase the why. Okay, it's okay to search and feel like, you know, try to feel out the areas that you're just unsure about as into why this is happening, but don't go chasing someone. Don't go chasing after anybody. Do not go chasing after any, especially, you know, a man that, you know, presented himself as interested and then all of a sudden he just cut it off. That just means he's not interested. If he's completely disappeared out of the scene, then he's just not what you need, and then therefore you're not what he needs. So One thing I also want you all to take into consideration, if this has happened to you or is happening to you, don't be bitter about it. You know what I mean? Don't lose your self-worth in the situation that you're experiencing, because take it as a learning experience. Like, hey, you know what, I thought this guy was going to be, I thought this was going to work out, but it didn't. Keep it moving. Do not lose your self-worth in this. Do not become bitter. You know, all guys aren't like this. You have just completely checked off a person that you know that's just not going to work out for you. Therefore, you are now more available to the person who is for you, and who God has placed, you know, on this earth to be with you. So don't become bitter about it. Yes, I'm sure it hurts, especially if you spent, you know, a good bit of time trying to get to know this person, and all of a sudden they just up and gone, you know, up and left for you like that, you know, just suddenly. I definitely can understand how that feels. But don't let it don't internalize it. Don't let yourself become bitter over it. Heal, spend time, pray, you know, get it together and move on. I sure hope this video has helped you. Once again, if you are experiencing this type of situation, I would love to know about it. You know, if you are comfortable with doing it anyway. Tell me about it in the comments, and yeah, just also, if you have experienced this and you've gotten over this, leave a word of encouragement for our other sisters out there. You know, I can only give you my opinion about it, but if you have actually gone through this recently, or, you know, had a few experiences with this, I would love to hear your comments and your words of encouragement on how to get over something like this happening. But guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Once again, if you haven't subscribed to A Moment with Amesha, please go ahead and do so. There's so much more coming up, and I don't want you to miss it. Thank you all for spending a moment with Amesha, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.